Alright, guys, how's it going? It's another episode. I believe it's episode 15 of Today in Art. Today is January the 14th. I was going to say the 14th. January 14th, 2009. I found another little article here I thought was kind of funny. Kind of artsy. I mean, it definitely is artsy. It was kind of funny, too. So basically, in this podcast that I'm doing, which is available on YouTube if you're viewing the video, and it's available on audio-only versions as well, like Anchor. It's on Spotify. It's on like Pocket Cast, and there's a couple other platforms that it's on too. So we got that going. Basically, what I want to do with this is to create I'm an artist myself, so I'm just doing art related topics, so I myself can keep informed in art, and if you can listen in, you can also keep informed in art. I'm trying to do one of these a week at least if I can. If I have more time, or if I find like a certain story like today that kind of piques my interest, I'll maybe do more than one, but I'm aiming for like one a week, around like 40, maybe like a couple of weeks, maybe like 48 I'm aiming for this year. But we'll see how it goes. Like, keep me to it, because it's kind of late right now, and I kind of don't want to do it, but I need to get it done. But I actually had a friend, the Jake Ayers. He also has a podcast. It's not art related. It's the Jake Ayers Experience. You can check that out. That's also available on Anchor and other various podcast forums. But he sent me this. Basically, what it is I don't know if it's a group or it's an individual artist that went into, I believe this is out in California. The artwork is courtesy of The Faction, conservatives who previously peppered the Hollywood Walk of Fame with dozens of Donald Trump stars. I also have it here, a report given by The Hollywood Reporter, and also one given by News Wars, which it looks like it's part of InfoWars. It's funny how each one kind of phrased it too. Because on The Hollywood Reporter, it's like Bill Maher Billboard targeted by conservative street artists. But you go over here to News Wars, and it's like Bill Maher Billboard transformed into NPC meme by conservative street artists. And he basically changed it to the whole narrative, nothing but. So each of these is pretty short, so we're going to go through. They're just a few paragraphs, but I thought it was pretty interesting how I guess it's not a big surprise nowadays. Like, different organizations will do headlines that kind of spin it towards their own perspective or bias, or however you want to say it. So I personally really like this whole NPC meme. The NPC meme to the left is like calling people on the right Russian bots, but it's funny because the left got real mad and butthurt about it, saying, "Oh, you're like dehumanizing us." I'm like, what do you think calling somebody a Russian bot for the last 2.5 years because they don't have the same opinion you is? It's both sides. It's two sides of the same coin essentially. But let's get into this. I'll read the News Wars first. Bill Maher Billboard transformed into NPC meme by conservative street artist. The whole narrative, nothing but, says the tagline. This is by Jamie White, InfoWars. This actually came out yesterday. Okay. A billboard promoting leftist comedian Bill Maher's HBO show was transformed into a giant NPC meme by a conservative street artist. The group known as The Faction, who I actually followed on Twitter today because I didn't know about them. I knew about the Trump thing, but I didn't know who it was. The group known as The Faction, who previously dotted the Hollywood... Not peeking in, am I? Who previously dotted the Hollywood Walk of Fame with Trump stars last summer, tweeted out an image of the Altered Billboard on Sunday. Sometimes we go high up to put out the signal. This time it was 6 stories the group tweeted. There's a picture of it on their Twitter here. So if you want to follow them, it's at the Faction 1776. Surprised people still use billboards, or people pay as much as they do for billboards. With all the social media and stuff, that's like very targeted advertising. That's getting off topic here. The Altered Billboard features Maher with the iconic NPC non-playable character face promoting his show Real Time on NPC instead of HBO with the tagline, "The whole narrative and nothing but." Last August, the faction triggered Hollywood after covering the Walk of Fame with Donald Trump stars after numerous videos surfaced showing people defacing and eventually destroying Trump's original Hollywood star. Keep taking down the @RealDonaldTrump star, and we will further spread Trump derangement syndrome by installing a never-ending stream of stars, the group had warned. It's a little video about the Trump thing on their Twitter. And that's pretty much all on that article. So over here to the Hollywood Reporter, you have Bill Maher, billboard targeted by conservative street artists, by Paul Bond. This is also put out yesterday, so I guess it happened Saturday night, it seems to be. So essentially all they did was take the original billboard that he had. They seemed like they crossed out a word and put narrative there. They crossed out HBO, put NPC, and they did the if you haven't seen like the NPC meme, it's basically where they take somebody's face and it's like a one solid color. Then you have like 2 dots for eyes, a straight line for the mouth, and like kind of a very drawn comical nose. So it's like a very minimalist cartoon rendition of a face. And the NPC meme is coming from the non-playable character from video games, where usually if you're playing a video game and you go to NPC, you go and you ask them, they usually have the same 3 or 4 lines of dialogue that it will just repeat. And all of that, if you haven't heard, is relating to, they'd say people on the left, like you'd say something and like they'd come back with, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a xenophobe. They have like all these kind of like go to like lines or headlines or things that they just repeat, and it's almost like you're not talking to an actual person. They're just like regurgitating like what do you call it? Like just certain topics or what? Certain topics, certain headlines. Well, they just keep saying the same thing. Like they can't think for themselves. Like they're kind of like a soulless creature, and they're just being fed this like kind of liberal propaganda, and they're just like regurgitating it with no thought. They can't think of themselves. But let's get back in this article. The modified billboard criticizing Bill Maher is at the corner of La Hacienda Boulevard and Hollywood Drive, and it's in West Hollywood. The artwork is courtesy of the faction, conservatives who previously peppered the Hollywood Walk of Fame with dozens of Donald Trump stars. Bill Maher on Sunday was attacked on it. He was attacked. See how they use different languages? Bill Maher was attacked. Someone just didn't repaint a billboard. He was attacked. Bill Maher on Sunday was attacked on a giant billboard that accuses him of not being real or politically incorrect. But a liberal... What is this? A partichink? The crap is? I've never seen that. Apparatchik. A member of a communist party. Okay. But a liberal apparatchik, where am I at? Of prevailing wisdom ahead of the return of his HBO show Real Time on Friday. The billboard at the corner of La Hacienda Boulevard and Holloway Drive in West Hollywood is the work of a group of conservative street artists known as The Faction, who previously peppered the Hollywood Walk of Fame with dozens of fake Donald Trump stars to make up for the real one that the president's detractors have destroyed on multiple occasions. Maher is the former host of Politically Incorrect and currently hosts Real Time with Bill Maher. The billboard features his cartoonish image, the name of his show, and the tagline, "The whole narrative and nothing but." Here it is at night. This is showing the billboard at night if you're listening to audio only. Before The Faction got a hold of it early Sunday morning, before the sun rose, the billboard was a real ad for Maher's show, but the artist replaced his image, swapped out the word truth for narrative, and changed HBO to the letters NPC, which stands for non-playable character. NPC was hijacked as a conservative meme a few months ago. It wasn't a it was just a meme. I don't know why they're like, it's weird things that like they're trying to, like, it's a conservative meme. It's the whole thing they did with like Pepe, just people just like Pepe, and all of a sudden it's like this alt-right. They're like blowing things out of proportions, which whatever. NPC was hijacked as a conservative meme a few months ago, used often to demean left-leaning mainstream journalists. It wasn't just journalists, it was anybody left-leaning really. Gamers use it to refer to characters that are programmed for simple reactions and to give advice and directions, and not much more. For progressivism's tragic devotees at HBO, sadly, the idea that they're speaking truth to power survives in the form of fan fiction like Real Time with Bill Maher, a spokesman for The Faction told The Hollywood Reporter. Alright. The Faction are a group of conservatives who will not reveal their identity. Of course not. Why would they? And here's a shot of it during the day. Looks like it's near a little 7-Eleven. Got some hotels around there. So what do I think? I think it's hilarious. Now, legally, I can't say that people should vandalize public property legally. But in some regards, I mean, street art is now recognized as a real form of art. Look into Bleak Larat. You probably know Shepard Fairey from the Obama Hope poster. One of my favorites is Banksy. Then there's like I'm getting off subject. There's like, was it Osmos, Genos, Space Invader? There's like if you're curious about that, there's a whole bunch of people that do kind of like, it's recognized as, I mean, it started as an evolution of kind of like tagging and names and stuff, then it kind of evolved, and like stencils are a huge, I personally like stencils, but stencils are something that you can get in with something that's pre-cut, get up on the wall, spray paint it, and it's like, it's a very fast, effective manner to visualize something. But I don't know, I like certain various forms of street art. Yeah, but climbing all the way up there is, well, they say they did it early in the morning too. It's very ballsy to do. If you get caught, you're kind of screwed. But that's kind of part of it too. But really with them, all they did, look, I don't know if they spray painted narrative over truth, or they kind of had something that was, see, I don't know if they had stuff pre-made and kind of pasted it over, or they actually painted it. I would assume for it being quick, they'd have stuff pre-made. Like I was saying with Banksy, it was stencils. With Shepard Fairey, he'd have all these like pre-designed, I think, what's another one? Is it Kara Walker I'm thinking of? I mean, you can do something, you can like kind of pre-made, you can like pre-make this like real fancy, elaborate kind of art image and then go out and like we paste it too. And that's a very fast, effective way of creating elaborate art as opposed to stencils. That you can kind of get with stencils is like spray paint's permanent, but you can kind of get away with we paste. It's not permanent, so whether it's graffiti and technically illegal or not is kind of a thing you get away with too. It also depends, because I think obviously like certain states and certain cities have different kind of ways they treat it. I want to say here in Columbus, when I was going to art school, that if you got caught doing it, you got kicked out. I think I remember you get like 10 days in jail or something like that. That's what I heard. Don't quote me. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I remember hearing. Maybe somebody was just talking out of their ass. Who knows? Anyway, I like street art. I like this. I think it's hilarious. I actually like Bill Maher, but this is still funny though. Like, I understand he's on the left, but he seems to be at least... Like, if you're going to be left and liberal... This is turning into a big political thing, but it's kind of... I mean, the Hollywood Reporter has it under politics. And this is under... What's this under? Say what this is under? I didn't say what under is here. But, what was I going to say? Like, I don't, like, agree with what I've heard a lot of from him, but if you want to state your ideas and be truthful about it, not like hide behind lies and stuff, then yeah, you can have an actual discussion with that. But then again, he's talking about he wanted another like massive recession, so people learn that Trump is bad, that's just, regardless of your political views, that's just terrible. But all right, so I think we're done with this. It's just a quick little thing. But like I said, this is on Today in Art. I'm gonna mess with the thumbnail a little bit. I'm gonna reorganize that, try to get some consistency in it. If this picks up enough, I may make its own Instagram page. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll have all the links in the description, so it should be in the YouTube and Anchor and anything, because you put Anchor, if you don't know what it is, it's like kind of this podcasting platform where you can record on your phone, or you can record kind of separately like I'm doing, uploading, and you can upload it to Anchor, and from there Anchor will actually push it out to like different platforms. Like I got it pushed out, I think it's like 7, 8, 9 other platforms. I can't remember them all right now, but there's like, I know it pushed it out to Spotify, and there's like Google Podcast, I think, then Pocket Cast, and there's some other things. I think it pushes out to iTunes too, which mine's not on iTunes now. I don't know if I have to do something special to get it on iTunes, but I know like a ton of podcasts are like making it on iTunes is like the good thing for podcasts, apparently, from what I've heard. But anyway, also on YouTube, I'm doing my own art videos too, but this is kind of like a weekly thing. I'm putting it on there so I can keep myself informed in current events, and you can keep yourself informed as well. Just listen to this while you're driving or something, if you like my sexy voice. I don't know. But if you want to subscribe on YouTube, that'd be great. I don't know if you can follow me on Anchor or subscribe on Anchor. If you can, cool, whatever. Yeah, if you want to, I have a Patreon. I'm debating about getting rid of it though, because of the whole Sargon of Akkad thing. But in the descriptions, if you want to support me, I got a PayPal. I got a Teespring store too. If I want to, kind of whore myself out here a little bit. Honestly, I'd probably get lately, like any extra money, I've like buying like a microphone, audio interface, like more stuff to try to make this more, make it more efficient, but make it more better too. Words, whatever. It's late. But yeah, I will have a good day, night, morning, whatever it is. Make sure you drink coffee. Black coffee in the morning. I'm doing intermediate fasting, so I'm drinking black coffee in the morning. So that's cool. Which reminds me, I gotta make that. But have fun. Have a good day. Don't take things too serious. Just fucking laugh at shit. Alright. Peace. Later. Bye.